Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They'll run the screen. He's loose. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the air, it's Simmons. Going downfield for the big play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Taylor has it. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Release to the back. Found the spot in the defense. It's a seam wide open. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to power it in. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. On second and goal, he carries again. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Dropping back, it's Simmons. And the third down pass is incomplete. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And that hurts missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass on second down. Throws to the tight end. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
The Dogs are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. They'll move the wide receiver. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on third down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
They booted away on fourth down. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. The give. Picks up the first down. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Still looking on the move. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
Quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got him downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best 3-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
Quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over. This dude's got a lot of talent. He can make every single throw on the field. Lane Kiffin's playbook is completely at this guy's disposal, and because of that, you know there are going to be a lot of big plays for the Rebels.
Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. Wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Grabbed behind the line. It's Haas. Got some room in it to the goal line. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route.
Oh, okay.
Open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And they tacked on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Vanderbilt is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 14 to LSU. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Stockton. Swings it out to his running back. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Bell. Just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this: we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Fires to the right. Makes the grab. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know,
going for the big play. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Dogs! A great catch and run for 6.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Lets it fly. It's picked off. That's number 10. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
That's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Snagged in the middle. It's Delp. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, trying to
nah, I ain't sure.
here. Quickly complete. And the catch and run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Got the quick completion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Whips it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
The defense sniffed that screen out.
Which was that?
All the D linemen, they were reading the
Is that?
language
All
of
right.
the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the
It's a damn shame, bro.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Get the fuck out of my fucking game.
He thought he had his receiver down the field to make a big play, but how about the defender? Great job running with the receiver, turning his head, finding the football, knocking it away, making sure that receiver doesn't get to make the play.
Punt is on its way. And after that punt, that's where they'll mark it. It'll be just inside the 35-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. The give to the back. We'll give him a call on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll pull it down and run. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
And the defense jumps on it. They
What'd you
get
say?
that turnover.
Oh, that's hard. Like the colors in that one. Where you find that one at?
Big hit and force the fumble.
They'll start this drive from their 35-yard line. Back to throw, it's Grant. Fires it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces
Mm-hmm.
They were trying to sneak him out
That's hard.
that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing an incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Looking
I
left.
feel it.
They dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. The snap sets up the throw. Looking to the big tight end. It's gone. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. To the air on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And the Rebels come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Grant. Grab near the marker. It's run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got it set up on the outside. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Got it in the middle, it's Lee. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Dogs will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Simmons. They're setting up the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D-linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Rebels can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. He's going for a big play downfield. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it away. Touchdown, Rebels!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. He'll return it. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And it won't make the connection, going for the big play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Floating away. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Finds a little space.
That was going to drive this defensive coordinator. It's a lot of DCs. They focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
The Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Branch. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. He got loose, almost passed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
The Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. Into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They'll run it. It's Frazier. Fights through the ball and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Makes the grab. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be 1st down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage. Man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
On the ground. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
On second and goal, they go right back to it. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Grab behind the line. It's Taylor.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
And the Rebels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Another incompletion on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They punted away on fourth down. Let's see what he can do with it. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. The give from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. Just steamrolling the defense. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A first down run on the doorstep. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Well, the offense is trying to go with the trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
3rd and goal, where the strong come through. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Brought it back to the 6-yard line after making the interception.
Well, there's no quit in this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
Throws to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down. They're playing it close to the vest, being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Pulls it in. It's Taylor. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Guys have the backfield now. It's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game.
Okay, Mama.
I'll throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
To throw, it's Simmons. Pressure coming. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Rebels line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll field it close to the 50. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Looking for room. It's Frazier. Fighting off the defender. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They go to the ground. He's now got 78 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0. On to attempt the try.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Kansas State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in the Little Apple. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been those K-State fans who will enjoy this win. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Finds the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You get me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Frazier. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
To the air. It's Stockton. Here comes the heat. Took a shot as he threw. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and threw it away. It'll be third down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Branch. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll put their return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. this drive. Intercepted for the 11th time. Trying to take it back. Running inside the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs! They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this defense.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
With the run on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal for this offense. They'll run it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They believe in their running game on third and goal here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Fourth down coming right on the doorstep. Any thought to kicking this one?
No thought whatsoever. Absolutely none. We got to go for this.
Wait, yes or no?
No, absolutely none. Yes, there's no thought to it.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And this one is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Looks like the offense will just take a knee.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Well, you don't don't see this very often. So much for fighting until the bitter end as they'll take the unvictory formation.
She definitely came out of there, as she should.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today. And I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Same her. Thank you. Oh. Oh, that's done for. That's okay. She ain't got one. Piss him off. She ain't got one. You said what? Cause she not really fucking gullible. Oh. And you need to get on Gregory ass because bitch, that's not good. I'm so sorry. As much as we work together, I don't fuck with Gregory, and I'm gonna be honest. It is her parents' fault. I'm so sorry. Growing up, Trish, if you knew, bro, Trish is trash, but I did not fucking believe. Oh, she just, I see why the brother don't be around, bro. Like, and it's like Uncle Kevin ain't got control over nothing. He just kind of just like, yeah. Yeah, that's his daughter. Well, you know what? I'm sorry. Let me say this. KJ and Kiara, I think are kids. I don't think Bree and Butch College is kids. Yeah, Bree got a brother her age. Yeah. Oh, baby, he is. His name is Brendan. And yeah. He really got white boy features, but he is mixed. They would say, Brendan don't come around. Yeah, Brendan don't come around. Brendan being some other, Brendan hot-headed as fuck. Brendan will set some shit off. I ain't gonna lie. Yes, exactly that. He cool as fuck, but Brendan will turn some shit up in a minute. Like, he ain't got time for no bullshit. Like, Brendan used to, the minute people would be on some bullshit, she can leave this dude. He was like, bad as fuck. Bad as shit. And Brie was the sweet one, but she was, baby. But it was just like, okay, she's doing this. But now it's kind of just like, She's like Liz Kennedy. That's the best way to put it. Girl. I remember when Trudy tried to talk to Brittany, baby. So hard. She thought she was so good. They was out there playing basketball together. She flirting with her. She knew that though.